ceremony, the MOU is officially sealed.
It is my honor to welcome you all to this historic and meaningful occasion, the signing of a memorandum of understanding between the Kohima District Football Association and the esteemed family of Late Atuo Mezhür Sekhose for the establishment of Atuo Mezhür Sekhose Super League. It is heartwarming to see this room filled with members from the football fraternity and the family here. I believe this is going to be a historic occasion, a very small and solemn ceremony to commemorate the beginning of something new.
This is not merely about a signing of a memorandum of understanding. It is about preserving a legacy, celebrating a vision, and committing ourselves to a future inspired by one of the greatest football administrators Nagaland has ever produced, late Atuo Mezhür Sekhose. Today marks a significant milestone in the history of football in Kohima in Nagaland, as Kohima District Football Association and the esteemed family of late Atuo Mezhür Sekhose come together for this partnership. Late Atuo Mezhür Sekhose was more than an administrator. He was a mentor, a statesman, a visionary educator, and a pioneer who dedicated his life to the growth of football. His contributions transcended districts and state boundaries, earning him respect across the Indian football fraternity. He served with distinction as the President and General Secretary of the Nagaland Football Association, as the Vice President of the All India Football Federation. Through these roles, he made lasting contributions to football development in both the state and national levels. The Atuo Mezhür Sekhose Super League is more than just a football competition. It is a living tribute envisioned as the premier competition under KDFA. It represents our commitment to excellence, professionalism, discipline, and sportsmanship. Through the league, we seek to raise the standard of football in the district through a professionally managed, transparent competition. Strengthen clubs by encouraging better organization, professional management, and long-term planning. Create a structured pathway for talented players to showcase their abilities and progress to higher levels of the game. Inspire the younger generations by providing a competitive environment rooted in discipline, respect, and sportsmanship. Preserve and celebrate the enduring legacy of late Atuo Mezhür Sekhose for generations to come. A brief structure of the league. The first edition will feature 8 teams in a single round-robin format, with the top 4 teams advancing to the Champions Cup. To promote youth development, a minimum of 2 under-20 players will be mandated in every playing 11, while the guest players are limited to 3 per team with only 2 permitted in the playing 11. In keeping with the spirit of the league's name, 20% of all match day ticketing revenues will be contributed to the Atuo Mezhür Trust Fund. In recognition of our shared football history, we must also acknowledge our neighbors in Ceremonial. Kohima and Ceremonial share a long-standing football legacy. Prior to 2021, Ceremonial was part of Kohima District, and many players, officials, and football lovers from Ceremonial have contributed immensely to the growth of football in our combined district. We recognize that as a newly formed football association, organizing a league of this scale presents significant challenges and is not yet feasible for them. Therefore, in spirit of growing together and strengthening ties, KDFA has cordially allotted 2 slots to Ceremonial District for participation in this maiden edition. With their official acceptance of our invitation, their participation will greatly enrich the league and uphold the spirit of unity and brotherhood. This initiative is envisioned as a sustained platform where both our districts can nurture local talents and provide our players greater avenues for exposure at the district level. Today's Memorandum of Understanding represents more than a formal agreement. It is a covenant built on mutual respect and shared vision. We are deeply honored that late Atuo Mezhür Sekhose's esteemed family has entrusted KDFA with the responsibility of carrying forward his name through this prestigious league. On behalf of the executives of KDFA and the football fraternity of Kohima district, I express our deepest gratitude for your trust, encouragement, and unwavering support.
On behalf of my family, I welcome you all on this formal signing of this Memorandum of Understanding between my family and the Kohima District Football Association, alongside the official launch of the Atuo Mezhür Sekhose Super League. It is indeed a privilege and an honor to see my father's name attached to an initiative that brings community together, foster local talents, and elevates the game of football in the district. To come up with an event like this does not just happen by accident. It takes vision, drive, commitment, and dedication. And so, I first want to extend my special thanks to Mr. Kibilibi New, who I understand was a football coach and now a technical director in the KDFA, who was once close to my father, and who I discovered recently that it was through his initiative, his guidance, his passion for football, and his proactive initiative within the KDFA, he championed this league and brought it to life. Another big thanks to the entire leadership and team at the Kohima District Football Association and every single individual involved who put in their effort and their administrative work to make this official partnership a reality. For those who knew my father may know that he was a man who had many passions in life. But above almost everything, he loved sports. So much so that he was personally involved in managing and promoting different sorts of sports, both directly and indirectly at both the state and the national level for many years of his life. His enthusiasm was vast. He was interested in all sorts of sports, from football, table tennis, tennis, badminton, golf, motor car racing, weightlifting, cricket, swimming, basketball, you name it. He possessed a deep and lifelong admiration for the thrill of a good game, the unity of teamwork, and the pursuit of athletic excellence. But despite his interest in all these different types of sports, I must admit that in all the years that I have seen him or known him, I have personally not seen him physically take part in any of them. But levity aside, I guess you could say that he was a world-class enthusiast from the sidelines. But his love for the game, any game, was absolutely undeniable. I am reminded of a famous quote by the legendary Bill Shankly. who was a Scottish football player in the 1930s and 40s, who once quoted as saying, "Some people think football is a matter of life and death. I assure you, it is much more serious than that. It is about bringing the community together, and it's also about people coming together." So, football has a unique power to unite, to build character, and even to create a community. And this MOU is more than just a legal document. It is a shared commitment between my family and the Kohima District Football Association to support the youth and promote sportsmanship and invest in the future of football in the district. By organizing this league, the Kohima District Football Association is not just hosting a tournament, but they are keeping the memories, the spirit, and the legacy of my father alive, for which my family and I are very grateful. Thank you.
Aru, moi duzundu kam kuri ahatu at that point of time tu state government bara toka paisa eku na pai. Ek saal de 6-7 times tournament bahar de khilibole jai. Sratio tai nijer paisa tai nijer olai kine khurcha kurine iman sal Nagaland team ke bodnam nakhawle nimde tai laga life tai laga toka pasai digine iman sal sai ahigine 2020 bara ame laga sir nibuke take over kurine tia 2 tenner ja ase tai laga morom dusra discipline de bi thakibo kintu football de tu tai life digine kinga kurle naga manu football de bi grow hobo ko gine tai talaga babna sob enaga digine ase tai duibar all India Football Federation vice president bi kurse inaga thaka homate tai laga support blazing bara international footballer Vizovor Lijichu Vilekho Rakho aru 2-3 other players India khiligene bi aise tai laga blazing tai laga support para aru sir logo kam kuria tu gali bi khaye hole bi morom tu we all know tai tu sida sidi ekta ase straightforward ekta ase tai logo kam kuria tu কি কবলে আছে ইটো এ টু জেড জানি কেনে তাকে কব লাগে নহলে আদা জানি কেনে তাই লোক কলে তো তাই একবার বড়া মুখাংকে ব্লাস্ট করে দিব তালা নাম একটা আছে সিধা সিধি একটা আছে একু তেরা মেরা নাই এপার্ট ফ্রম ফুটবল আমি তাই লোক বেশি কাম করে কিনে আহিছে তাই নিমিতে আমি বি আজি মানুমকে গন্তি করে থাকা coach license khan aru bishi jagate jabo parise aru athi laga morom ta laga support circle no hine iman American football fraternity ke support kuri naise etu nimide sir tu ke bi kintu athi madam ke bi bishi thanks janai diase and other family members ami sir logo kam kura dam de tu the youngest son theja tu nursery de jai thakise itia to he is double to me height te moi bara double ho jaise babile yete khara kurine kotha ko bole tu mon bi ekdom na ponche ite bi ami laga boss ke dikhibo ni na babine iman dangor program na kurubuni ki family iman jan na honi ki naga babi thakise aji jaluki jabo program thakise kintu सरनी बुके डीसी ऑफिस ते मोर इन लॉ पातो जियो लिया हो लागे दे इतो बड़ा जाले की लगा प्रोग्राम कैंसिल कर दिसे डिपार्टमेंट ला आरो आहा तो athike dikhise aru other sidling khan saikne monbi ekdom Allah khojese ki nimide আমি তো দসরা মানুষ নিচিনা নহয় মৰ্ণিং ঘৰ যায় ৰাতিপুৱা ৰাজনে স্যাৰ না উঠিয়া দাম দেবি আমি তো উঠি যাই কিনে ৰখি থাকে কি নিমিতে ফুটবল গ্ৰ' হ'ব নিমিতে ইমান সাল 21 years তাৰ লগত কাম কৰাটো আমি বি তাৰ লগা বিশ্বাস হাৰা নাই স্যাৰ বি আমি লগা বিশ্বাস তাৰ লগা বিশ্বাসটো নাহাৰি কিনে টিল হিজ টেনাৰ অভাৰ টপটো বাল কৰি মিলি কিনে কাম কৰি কিনে আহিছে
May I request our signatories and witnesses of Atuo Mezhür Sekhose Super League.